Okay, so I figured in today's video, because we're in quarantine, I would show you my attempt at trying to do my own acrylic nails at home. This is the first time I've ever done it, so if you are a nail tech, please just excuse me, or you can just use this to laugh, like it's probably quite funny. But obviously we're in quarantine and we can't go get our nails done, and I'm someone that has my nails done all the time, so I really wanted to be able to do this at home. So I've done two already off camera because I just wanted to try it out before I actually go straight in with the video, just so I can figure out the best way to do this. So I ordered all of this equipment online. Some of it's from Amazon, some of it's from a nail website, so I will link everything down below. But I did get a drill because I know these are really bad for your nails, but every time I get my nails done, this is what they use, and honestly, look how fucked my nails are anyways, so I'm just like, fuck it. I'll link everything that I have down below in the description box. So I did get this acrylic powder in the shade Perfect Blush because I always like my nails to have this like blush pink. I prefer having it with the acrylic powder than I do actual paint. I always think it looks more natural and nice. And then I did get a clear acrylic to go over the top. This one is actually easier to work with. This one dries really fast, so yeah, this one's been a bit of a struggle to use, so probably next time I'll just get this brand in like a pinky colour. I've got these two brushes right here, I've got the nail clippers, I've got everything, so we'll just go through the whole thing. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the drill, so I'm going to just change the top bit, so I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this head. It comes with like a little box of tools. I'm going to use this one right here. I'm not going to talk you through this is a tutorial because it's not, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. But I just thought I'd share the experience with you all. So I'm going to turn this drill on, and I'm just first of all going to go over my nail with this. This is just what I see them doing when I get my nails done. I've been getting my nails done for so many years. I'm basically just copying what they do. So if this is wrong, then just ignore me. So once I've done that, I'm gonna stick the tips on. So I did get really clear tips just because I prefer these ones that are like completely transparent. But you can get like white tips, you can get the cloudy looking ones, whatever ones you want. So yeah, I'm gonna stick these on. So I did just get this nail glue from Amazon. It was really hard to get all of this stuff because loads of it was sold out. I think everybody has the same idea about doing their nails at home. So yeah, I'm gonna stick these tips on. The hardest part I've found at the minute is the acrylic part is obviously really hard, but it's also like trying to get them the exact same length, because obviously I can't put those two fingers together, so I just have to kind of guess. I'm really nervous about doing the other hand. I don't really know how that's going to work out. That's probably going to be really difficult, to be honest. So once I've done that, I'm going to cut them. So I'm going to try my best now to get these the same length. So with the length, I'm going to have to just try and guess, but I'm going to go a little bit longer than I think, just so then I can file it. Okay. So next, because they have this kind of like chunky bit here, I'm going to take this drill and I'm just going to go over the end here, just to flatten it a little bit, so when I put the acrylic on it, it looks a bit better. This is what I see my nail tech be doing, so sounds like there's a dentist in it. So next I'm going to file them a little bit. Like, I'm not going to file them exactly to the shape that I want, but just a little bit. And then I'll file them a couple more times to get to the right shape, but I'm just going to do a little bit now. Next I'm going to use this nail primer, and I'm going to do one nail at a time just because, yeah, obviously I'm new to this, so I just want to take my time. So I'm going to do the middle one first. Then I've got this brush. This is actually from Amazon and it's got the number 10 written on it. Like I said, I will link everything and put it down below anyway if you want to get any of this stuff. And then I have this little glass thing here. And I'm going to pour this ultra adhesion, acrylic adhesion, into this little pot. Oh. And then I'm going to use this pink Perfect blush acrylic powder first, and then like I said, I'm going to go over it with the clear one as well. So I'm going to dip my brush in this first of all, and then I'm going to pick up some of this. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. This is what I've realised, is just do a little bit at a time if you're new to this, because if you go in with loads straight away it's really difficult. And like I said, this one kind of dries really fast. This pink one. Another thing I've realised is don't do too much on the bottom here, because if it's really like thick and chunky at the bottom, then obviously they're gonna lift. So you want to you don't want to put too much down the bottom. So I realised with doing these ones is like getting this really smooth is hard for me, but then when I go in with the drills and stuff and smooth it all out is fine. But doing this part is like really difficult. It's really difficult. These nail techs are artists, I'm telling you. I've noticed as well, if your brush isn't wet enough, it will go really thick and really hard to blend out. Also, just from trial and error, I don't go directly into this bottom bit. I kind of just place it there and then push it down a little bit, because I did that the first time and then it was really thick at the bottom and it just looked really bad. So I've just realised that on that nail I forgot to put the bond stuff on, so I just hope that that one's alright. But I've just done it on this one. Okay, so as you can see, it just looks really lumpy and really messy, but it's fine. So this one's dry, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to file it. I'm going to file it to the shape that I want. So I've gone for like a square. I don't ever really have square like this, but I saw some girl on Instagram with this and it looks so nice. So I've gone for a bit of a square today. I normally have like coffin. Next I'm going to take this nail buffer and I'm just going to buff the nails really quick before I go in with the other acrylic. Just to smooth it a little bit. Obviously it's not going to smooth it loads, but smooth it a bit. Okay, so I'm next going to go in with this clear acrylic powder. I'm going to do the exact same process again. This one doesn't dry down as quick. And this one's a lot easier to use than the pink one. So if you are going to paint your nails a colour, you could just use this clear acrylic. Okay, so I'm going to let them dry and then I'm going to file again, and then I'm going to smooth them out with the drill, and I use this end of the drill. And I'm going to smooth them over and then just put a top coat on and then they'll go like this. So yeah, I'm going to take the nail file now it's dry and I'm going to reshape them again, because I've not fully shaped them to how I want them just yet. So I'm going to shape them again, make sure they all look the same sort of length. So next I'm going to change my drill. I'm going to take this bit off and I'm going to apply this one. Just like this. So you just slide it in like this and then lock it. And I'm going to smooth over the nails. So I'm going to kind of start at the bottom. Just smooth out the bottom bit. I'll just take my time with this and go slowly. This drill makes such a difference and it really smooths it out. And then I'm going to go just backwards and forwards over the nail. So I'll actually just have a look from the side and just check that it looks really smooth. So yeah, I'm like specifically going around the bottom as well, like here, because I don't like too much build up of acrylic at the bottom. If that does happen, like your nail just doesn't last long. Like they'll just lift. So once I feel like they look really smooth, I'm just going to buff them again just before I put top coat on, just to make sure it's really smooth. Obviously they're not going to be perfect because I'm not a nail tech, so they're not going to be like amazing or anything. But way better than what they were. Okay, so lastly I'm going to take this gel top coat and I'm going to just put a top coat on to make them nice and shiny. So then I'm going to just put them underneath this UV light to cure for 120 seconds. This is the finished result. Way better. This is before, this is after. Wish me luck, I'm going to go and do my other hand, so not really sure how that's going to turn out. But I'll let you know. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.